Hi everyone, today we'll be taking a look at third-party Transart, and this is their unofficial MP scale line of Beast Wars characters. And as you can see, this one is Black Agent, which is Ravage. So as you can see, they're doing a pretty well job at giving us updated molds from season 2, the Transmetal lines. And the packaging here looks great. He does come with a his spaceship too, which would be cool to have one, but imagine how big it will be. So you gotta turn that packaging. So overall, great design in the packaging. And this appears to be the 4th entry into their series. So let's open the figure up and see what accessories he comes with. And these are all the accessories the figure comes with. So an extra set of hands, guns, a tail, and some accessories if you want to parts form into I guess will be a jaguar maybe, or panther. But he also comes with 2 cards, and the one from Strange French, which is transmutate. So it's a nice accessory. And I think Transmutate was the first line of figures that was in scale with the MP Beast Wars figures. And here's a closer look at all the accessories that he comes with. 2 pairs of hands, the guns, and as I mentioned before, his tail and his, I guess, paws when you want to parts form him. He's not really fully transformable because I think in the series, he transformed into a regular size cassette. So good luck trying to get him to transform into that. So let's see the articulation on the figure. And as you can see right away, the figure comes painted beautifully with some metallic silver. And also what I noticed straight out the packaging is his left leg may just move a little bit too loose. Let me see. It's not too bad. So I guess the ratchet joint is not the best ratchet joint that they could have used. I thought he was on a regular friction joint, so I guess the right leg does that too, but not as much as the left leg. So there's something to be aware of, which okay. So going back to the figure, he is from what I can tell show accurate. I wish Transart would have taken more liberty, especially on the proportions of his legs, compared to his upper body and arms. Either make him with thinner legs. I wouldn't mind, honestly, if he had, if they would have taken those liberties. I know that some people are really wanting to show accurate on the sculpt, so I can see the reasoning behind their logic on going this way. But overall, I think they did a great job. I mean, fans have been asking for Beast Wars Ravage figure for years, and I know because I was one of them. And I do have the Transmetal figure, the original from Japan, from the Metals lines. Unfortunately, right now he's in storage. I wish I could have it in handy to compare it. But let's look at and see. If you're wondering where his cassette is, I think he has it in storage on the back. I know other people have said that when they opened these panels up, the cassette was right there, but unfortunately mine didn't come with not even one cassette on either side. So I don't know if they forgot to include them, or I don't know if it was the first run that had them or second run. So that's interesting. I'll follow up on that and see where his cassette might be, or mine didn't come with one. But usually that's where it is if you bought this figure. But now let's take a look at the articulation. So overall, is you know, the hips are on a ratchet joint. They also turn. He does have single knee articulation, and this articulation is more for the I guess the panther mode that he has. So ankle articulation just goes front and back. He does have this articulation for the back leg too. And he does have a ab articulation and waist articulation. Now on the head, it's on a ball and no, I thought it wasn't a. Oh yes, it is. It appears to be on a ball and socket joint. The mouth opens up. Let me see. So his armor moves up, and I guess his shoulder joint is on a ball and socket too. You're able to turn his whole arm. Single elbow articulation and just hand articulation. And I think you just pull up the hand when you want to switch hands. But overall, great sculpt on the figure. I know as a fan, we wish we would have had this figure, you know, back when we saw Ravage on the screen. So I know that I was excited even when I saw the Japan version, which I think still looks pretty good. If you have the toy, I think that toy. Oh, his ankle articulation, he does turn. So I just noticed that right now. So right now let's switch out his pistol grabbing hands. Oh, here's a cassette. I guess it was attached to one of the hands, so it wasn't the packaging after all. So here it is. So this cassette does go in the back. There it is. So yeah, it looks like the cassette is included behind the pistol grabbing hand in the packaging. So to switch out the hands is pretty easily. Just pull it out. Just push it back in. So here he is in his iconic pose with his pistols. So they do hold up pretty well in his hands. Oops. Sorry about that. And then before I forget, this is how he scales with MP Dinobot, and this is the IT version. So as you can see, he's not the smallest MP scale figure, but he's not the biggest either. And let me compare it to recent Voyager size Beast Wars figures. And this is how he looks next to Kingdom Optimus Primal. So as you can see, he's a little bit bigger now than the modern Voyager figure. He'll probably be a little class by today's standards. Or if we're going back to Beast Wars toys, probably Ultra class or Mega. So one of the features too of this figure is that his pistols have a magnet inside of it, and it's supposed to attach the side of his hips. So let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, some people are lucky that they get them. And unfortunately, that's the best way I can get mine. Let me try turning this around. Let me flip them. So that's another way. So it's not too bad. I know that sometimes the magnets, I know that they attach on the same, what is it, you know, same force, like negative to negative, so they won't attach. So I think I was one of the lucky people then. They did attach to the correct opposite side. So I don't know if this is a feature that Transart is going to continue doing, or if they're going to be more careful in production. So let's take a look at the so-called transformation on this figure. So pretty much what you do is pull the back of the head, turn it up like he's looking up, and I don't think it connects in the back, so that's as much of a beast mode you're gonna get on the figure. Then turn the arms, pull the hands out, and this is where the panther claws come into place. So just push him in. So remember, he does have cheetor legs, so it's just basically the same as cheetor. And now for his tail, there's an attachment that was in the packaging. Connect the tail here. I think the tail is movable, like on a wire. So then you connect this right here. I don't know if they're cheetors like this too. Unfortunately, I don't have cheetor, so but yes, this is what they refer to as his beast mode. So I mean, give him an A for effort. So, but pretty much I myself, I know that I didn't get this figure because of this. So honestly, I don't really care that it transforms. I'm just glad that we finally have you know, the best show accurate version of Beast Wars Ravage. I know it's a figure that's been on my bucket list for years since I originally watched the Beast Wars cartoon. So this does it for me. I'm happy with this. I'm probably not gonna display in this form. So what do you think? Are you gonna get this figure? I think, you know, based on the outdated model that, you know, they had, I think they did a great job of bringing us this toy. So I'm happy right now that we have this version finally. And you know, I wouldn't mind if they also upscale the Transmetal toy version too, and they could do a Tigertron from there. So I'll be up for that. So let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.